What? You fucking hate on me? You fucking crazy? You fucking hate on me? You fucking gonna die, homie. Hate on. Come on, bitch. Hate on me. Hate on. You fucking hate on me. Hate on. Hate on me. Come on, motherfucker. Hate on me. Hate on. Bitches. Hate on me. Hate on. Bring that shit. Hate on me. Hate on. I love you. Hate on me. Motherfucker. Hate on me. I love when you watch, cause you know that I'm hot. With my tight whip, fine bitch, yeah, we do this shit. Cause I'm flashy, acting nasty, but your boys be acting glassy. I can see right through you, yeah, that's the truth. Come on, dude, you know I'm bad. Hit the bone that down, play the work. It just surges ultimate energy. I want the levels that bring chemistry and history and misery and pain, bitch. I'm glad I'm not you, but you wanna be me. I'm like T.I., you don't know me. There's a difference between doing and done, and you ain't even did either fucking one, son. So feel the 5-0, my desire to place me higher than that wire that's been set. Definitely need something bigger than this heck. 100 track direct. What you got to say next? Hate on me. Hate on. Come on. Hate on me. Hate on me. Motherfucker. Hate on me. Hate on me. Hate on me. Hate on me. Motherfucker. Hate on me.
You can hate on me, but what your fate gon' be? Dead motherfucker, so I stay low key. I'm JDUB, that's Blaze O-N-E. One hat records, motherfucker, call us one hizzy. Oh, for shit, and nothing surprised us. We was hoping that everyone would despise us, cause you can't extinguish the fire burning inside us. He's Tupac, I'm Machiavelli, ambitions as riders. Before you're dead and buried, go and say your Hail Marys, or you'll have a tag toe in the mortuary. I've got terrifying verses that are more than scary, ripping your soul from your flesh, the Green Reaper set me. And everybody down with it say they're truly spectacular. Keep on hating, we feed off it like Dracula. I got my shit cocked, Blaze when I'm back in ya. I ain't gon' say nothing, you gon' hear it. Rack that cat, that's all.
Hate on me. Hate on me. Hate on me. Motherfucker. Hate on me. Hate on me. Hate on me. Hate on me. Motherfucker. Hate on me.
It's one hat, we riding with 2 pistols and they got back. You can try, but there's no way that you can stop that. Hollow tip from the barrel when I pop that and hit you in that Chicago White Sox hat. Your hate doesn't face us cause we blaze up that sticky, icky, and we drink up Hennessy. Yes, me, my name is J-Dub. Let me pass this shit off the homie Blaze one,
And let me grab one and guzzle until we bubble through the crowd. Cause one, he's loud looking at them dudes like wow. So you're gonna try to crush your pride in a high. So go ahead and stunt. We gotta keep the bill drunk with us all the pump. You know what happens? Yeah, I plead the fifth. Come on, boys, let's bump this bitch, motherfucker. Yeah. Hate on me. Hate on me.
What's happening? What up? What it do? That's for sure. But everybody in my city say, what up, doe? What up? What up, doe? What up? What up, doe? What's going on, y'all? Hope everybody having a smooth and a cool and a real 100% true one, you know? Happy Tuesday night. Hey, it's Tuesday. One day closer to Friday. So, I hope everyone's having a good one. I'm going to go ahead and start it off like this. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. You know, you heard it. I said it. It's in the description. It's pinned in the messages. It's in effect. It's fair game. It's fair use, y'all. So, yeah. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, okay. And you know, I'd like to say this: if you are up in here, if you could kindly take that index finger of yours, real smooth, like real cool, like, and tap that thumbs up button for your girl, my bush watchers. That means you too. Yeah, replay gang. Shout out to you. You know, share the live, subscribe if you haven't. It's free 99. Support is everything. You know. So, yeah. Oh, I gotta go. Hold on. Hate, hate on him. Hate on him. So, you know, I dropped the link always. It's there. You know, like I said, if you guys haven't yet, go follow my girl Yolanda. Hit that subscribe button for her. If you haven't, everybody knows Miss Minnie so far. You know, go subscribe. She be doing her thing. You know, get you 20 items for $1 type thing, you know. Then we got Miss Aggie. Go ahead and if you want to, pull up on her channel and hit that subscribe button for her. We're all about love and supporting over here. We, you know, we for each other. We want everybody to eat so we can have a food fight in this bee, you know. What's going on, Amani? I hope I'm not slaughtering that. I'm gonna just call you AA, like I said. Hope you're having a real smooth and cool one. Just do it. Do it now. JJ, that's the name, you know. We got the 100. Okay. Love over dark dash H4C. What's going on? I hope you're having the smoothest, the coolest, and truest one, you know. Oh, I see you. Salute to you. Salute. Amani. Okay, I did get it right. All right, I'm going to call you Amani. Amani A then, okay? No AA. I'm going to call you Amani. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. It means a lot. Thank you for tuning in. Tell your friends, hit that subscribe button. Help your girl hit my goal 500, you know. Hit the like button. Again, Bush Watchers. It'll give you a little bit of twiddle action, because I know you like to twiddle them fingers. And I know you're itching because you can't twiddle in the chat. So just go ahead and tap. There's some emojis on the right. Tap. You know, get to twiddling. So yeah, I wanna the title to this, y'all, is there really is I focus today mainly on Detroit, the 313, because that's where I'm at in my community. But I'm gonna do more and see around. But I just want to show y'all how much injustice in this community there really is, and it's fucking sad. I'm talking about you're gonna hear a story from 14 years ago, 8 years ago, 10 years ago. Mothers crying, talking about telling DPD they need to do better. So I thought tonight would be a good night, you know, to, you know, bring y'all awareness, and we're gonna keep bringing awareness in this certain topic. So I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen and then go on mute, and we gon' break it down. Hate on me.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account. When you're ready to record, just hit rec to capture high-quality audio and video.
A local mother remembers the last time she saw her child alive. Now she's trying to find his killer.
It was just a car ride out with friends on a summer night that proved to be a deadly decision for 23-year-old Gavin Early.
That car broke down, and what happened next has perplexed Detroit police for 14 years and broken a local mother's heart.
Oh, his flowers, it fell over.
It's a visit no mother wants to make. To visit her son's grave. As the gravestone reads, our family chain is broken and nothing seems the same.
I remember the day so well.
Linda Berry's son Gavin came out to say goodbye. He was leaving with friends to go out in Detroit. It was June 25th, 2006.
Bryson, my oldest son, he had one of the old school cars that was fixed up. So he was driving it that night to meet up with their friends downtown. So they got to Woodward in Chicago, then the axle broke. So they let their friends know, we won't meet you guys. We had this car trouble. So they said, okay, well, we'll just come wait with you all.
So Gavin and his brother waited for the tow truck. They sat in their friend's car at the intersection of Woodward and Chicago. It was dark. Little did they know, someone was headed their way.
Bryson noticed someone coming from an area of trees walking towards the car they were waiting in. So he said, drive to his friend. So his friend, he pulled off and the guy just started shooting. So the two in the front didn't get hit, but Gavin sitting in the back seat got hit.
Her 23-year-old son was shot in the chest. The bleeding began and wouldn't stop. Gavin died at the hospital.
There doesn't seem to be a motive other than to probably rob.
So now, 14 years later, there's a push asking the public for information. Were you here at this intersection of Chicago and Woodward? Do you know anything about the murder? A composite sketch was drawn of the suspect. Take a close look. The reward has now grown to $14,000.
He was described as a black male, which is 5'8", medium build, dark complected, and it appears that he had some type of ponytail.
Meantime, Gavin's mother always wonders, how would have Gavin's life turned out?
Gavin could keep us laughing, just being himself. But there's the woman.
She loves to show his artwork and talk about his dream of running a body shop. Now it's her dream to find out who murdered her child.
Help me get some peace of mind.
On this visit to the gravesite, Linda Berry gets a sign from her son.
That's his wind chime. Hey, Gavin. He's talking to us.
Her message to Gavin, she loves him. Her heart will forever be broken, and she'll never stop searching for his murderer.
Bye-bye, Gav.
What's going on, Miss Faux? Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having the smoothest, the coolest, and the 100% truest Tuesday night that you ever did have, y'all. Happy December 2nd, everybody, you know? Yeah, yes, justice for Gavin, y'all. 14 years, y'all. 14 years. Still no justice, man. Praying for this mother. She seems real strong, but justice for Gavin, y'all.
I'll be back.
I just feel so heartbroken for that mother. She just wants some answers. If you have any information on the murder of Gavin Early, please call Crime Stoppers 1-800-SPEAK-UP. You can remain anonymous.
Well, tonight a local family is seeking answers from some cemetery operators here in Detroit. They say their loved one's gravesite, which they've been visiting for the past year and a half, now has a headstone with the name of someone they don't know. It's a unique situation, and the family told me it's been tough getting this all straightened out.
I don't know what else to do at this point.
It's a family on edge. LaTanya Gooch and her loved one searching for answers from Sacred Heart of St. Mary Cemetery in Detroit about her brother Samuel Wells' gravesite.
My main goal here is to try to get some help on finding where he's at.
Gooch says her older brother, who many called Coach Wells, was buried here in August 2023.
I would come out here and put flowers out, sit, play music, speak with them.
Gooch says she's been visiting what she's known to be her brother's final resting place monthly over the past year and a half.
The person over the cemetery walked me right here, and he said this is exactly where he's at.
However, during a visit to the cemetery in January to honor Wells' birthday, Family members say they discovered something shocking.
And I, seen the headstone on the grave, and I'm looking around like I couldn't believe it.
Another person's headstone marking this site, Wells' family confused.
I couldn't believe it. It was mind-blowing.
Family members say they immediately contacted the cemetery's office.
I was told that the person I spoke with had just started.
And followed up with more calls.
I spoke with them the next day. Still no answers. They didn't have anything.
Gooch says she continued calling and claims the cemetery ceased responding.
I want to know where my brother is. It's as simple as that. I just want to know where he is. What happened? I don't understand. I need some answers.
We're also trying to get Wells' family some answers. Our calls and messages to the cemetery's number on Tuesday have yet to be returned. Out here at the cemetery, we didn't see any signs of workers around the grounds, but we did see this building, this big brown building labeled office. It's closed right now. It looks like more of a storage shed than an actual office.
Could you please give me some answers of where my brother is? He deserves better than this. He really does.
No, we're going to continue following this issue. I did speak with a representative from the funeral home the family used. They handled the services. He told me a contact from the cemetery confirms Mrs. Wells, or Mr. Wells rather, is buried in that section of the cemetery and will return to the office by Thursday to review paperwork for the family. Now, meantime, the family says it's considering filing a formal complaint with the state.
I'm Shadell, the mother of Julius Johnson. It's so devastating. It's so heavy for me. I try to be strong, but I'm feeling like I'm walking on the faith of God that's got me right here, right now in this spot. His voice, that smile, and him hugging me, calling me mom, I miss that. And it just hurt me so bad because he's not here with me for no reason, to gun violence. A son that was trying to make it out here in the world. He wasn't no street kid. Julius was a lovable son. Notice my son went back. I dozed off and my body, some just got me up. And I noticed my son in that home and he don't never do that. So as I'm at the police station for hours, they come across my car being right here in the field behind me with my son in there dead. She called me, telling me he ain't come home. When she said that, I knew he was gone too.
I don't think people understand the loss. They don't get it.
No.
Until it happens to them.
Yeah. Just felt that was my baby. I was there when she first had him. Yeah. I was there when she lost him. Take it from my heart, man. Son, I love you, and I'm going to fight for you to the day I leave this earth. Without y'all and the Lord, I don't know what I would do.
We got you. We got you. We got you.
With his girlfriend. Sadly, he won't get to see them grow up. Patrick came from a big family. He was one of 8 kids, a middle child, his mom says, who loved to sing and dance.
Where did he fall in the lineup?
Patrick is number 4.
Patrick is was he like your typical middle-ish child?
Worse.
Yeah?
Mom Lakita says her son deserved better than what he got.
Shouldn't be standing here holding my son's obituary. We gotta get these guns off these streets. Get them off. And the pills.
Patrick's life was cut short 3 days before Christmas by a man who police have identified as Lamonte Rashawn Jackson, his girlfriend's brother. Police say Jackson is also facing charges for separately killing 30-year-old Rodney Carter just days before.
Lamonte Jackson should have been in prison a long time ago.
Investigators say just before 11 a.m. on December 22nd, officers responded to an alleged shooting in a house in the 12,000 block of Banneker Court. Upstairs, they found Jones, wounded, shot several times in his upper body. By the time medics arrived, he had passed. Jackson's 13-year-old little sister, Minaya, saw the moment her brother was shot. In fact, she's the one who called her mom and 911 for help. But it was too late.
I went downstairs to get my nephew out the kitchen. He was eating a bowl of cereal. I came back up the stairs, almost at the top, and he was standing by the door, and he shot my brother. I started screaming. He came down the stairs. He told me, "Shut up, B, if I shoot you too."
Simply put, this family wants justice. This is video of Lamonte Jackson appearing before Judge Kenneth King Thursday afternoon, visibly unengaged in his preliminary examination.
There's nothing there. There's nothing, absolutely nothing humane about this person.
Jackson now faces several serious charges in Wayne County, including 1 count of first-degree murder. He's been locked up since January 17th.
My client is incarcerated. We, in actuality, we're not ready to go because we don't have discovery time.
Jackson is due back in court early March. Liz Lewin, Fox 2 News.
There's DIY, and there's doing it yourself. It's the difference between.
For 28 years.
How hard is that to accept?
My name is Kevin Batiste, and I am the father of Kevin Jesse Batiste, better known as Passion the Boss. I'm very proud of my son. He accomplished a lot in the little 28 years he was on this earth. He gave me 3 lovely grandchildren. I just look at it as God just put him along to me for 28 years.
How hard is that to accept?
It's a day at a time. It's a day at a time. Trust and believe.
When you think about what he could have done, what do you think about that?
There's not a day that I don't go without thinking about my son.
28-year-old Kevin Batiste Jr. He would light up every room he walked into. How could he not, with that smile? People were drawn to Kevin. He was obviously handsome. He had style, presence. But Kevin also had a mind for business. He was ambitious. He was a well-known entertainer in the city of Detroit and beyond, aka Passion the Boss, was destined, determined to do great things. But on July 14th, 2021, all of those possibilities were taken away when someone took Kevin's life.
I'm Michelle, this is Patrice, this is Abigail, and we are Kevin's sisters. I'm doing this for my brother because, one, I want to be supportive of my parents and them getting the justice that they deserve for my brother, for the loss of my brother. Second, I'm doing it because I want to have answers to questions that I've had in my heart and in my mind of why somebody could do something so horrible to another person and not feel nothing behind it. It's so much hurt going on. I'm hurting so bad. I'm so numb to what has happened to our family because I couldn't even imagine doing something like this to another human being.
So without him being here, it's a lot to go through every day knowing what happened and knowing that somebody knows something and not speaking about it.
According to DPD investigators, there was a drive-by shooting at Dollar Bills on Plymouth Road near the Southfield Freeway. Detectives say Kevin was trying to shield himself from the bullets, but was ultimately struck by the gunfire. Kevin's family found out what happened after several phone calls came in.
So my brother was shot. He was at the bar. I already knew what bar he was at because I already knew where he was going for the day. I just got in my car and came to the club. And I couldn't get to my brother because they wouldn't allow me to.
I just want accountability for real, for me and my family. Everybody that did what they did, they need to be held accountable.
Police do not believe Kevin was the target. However, Kevin's family will not be sure until all information is revealed and the investigation is complete because they want truth and justice to prevail.
And until I really know what happened and somebody's arrested, I've heard several different stories. I still don't know.
Trying for the truth, that's it. We don't want nothing else, we don't want nobody to do nothing out of the ordinary, but just put yourself in my shoes.
Then to drive past this every day it's a lot to take in, and then to just continue to relive the moment.
This is the setting that I have to use to get those answers. I will. I'm using all means because that was my baby. That was my baby child. And he's truly loved and missed. I just want him to know I love him. I love him and I miss him. That's the most important thing.
I'm gonna be his voice until the truth come out in due time. God got the last say, baby.
Miss him. We need him.
Keep watching over us. We got this. I love you.
If you know who murdered 28-year-old Kevin Batiste Jr., please go to the Detroit Rewards TV website or call 1-800-SPEAK-UP and make sure you...
What's going on, Yolanda? Keep it 100. I hope you're having a real smooth one, a real cool one, and a 100% true one. Everybody, if you can, it's in the top of the chat. If you get a chance, please go subscribe to my girl Yolanda 100's page. Help her build her platform. She deserves it. You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for her, so I think y'all should too. So yeah, go ahead and pull up on my girl and hit that sub button. Yeah, Yolanda, hope you're having a great day. I'm just showing everybody how much injustice there really is in Detroit. And then I was gonna break it down, but I wasn't just gonna do Detroit, but there's so much injustice. So much.
You mentioned Detroit Rewards TV. You can earn a cash reward for information that moves his case forward. And it is completely anonymous. I'm Andrea Isom. Clear your conscience, ease a family's pain, and help DPD clean up these streets.
Defender Sean Lay spoke to his mother today, and Sean joins us live with more. Sean?
Just a difficult conversation. You're talking about Aaron Mays, the son and loved by so many in his family and neighborhood. Then Jizzle P, his nickname as a rapper, packed with talent. Really a star on the rise. His mom tells me she was right there when someone ran up and shot him to death.
My heart don't hurt, my soul hurt.
It was perfect.
My soul hurt.
He was perfect.
I watched my son die in my face.
Can you imagine watching your own son die? Sanika Mays walked out of her home on Detroit's west side at 8:15 last night. Her son, 25-year-old Aaron Mays, was sitting in a car, the two of them cracking jokes, when someone ran up, firing so many shots at Mays. His mother says she couldn't see the suspect's face. There was so much muzzle flash from the gun.
I couldn't see his face at all. The fire from the gun, it was just too...
Remember hitting the road day and night, taking long trips.
Aaron Mays was well known in Detroit, a rising star in the rap industry known as Jizzle P. Kenny Valentino with Hot 107.5 says when someone like Jizzle P works hard and starts to make it and then is targeted like this, it hurts the young people that look up to him.
It's very motivating to our young people to see someone from your neighborhood, someone who may be from a few blocks or a few miles away from you, begin to make it and then they're gunned down. It's very sad.
I will say this. I'm gonna be strong for him.
All the time. Yes, ma'am.
Guess why?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a fact. He don't want me to cry. He don't want me to mourn. And he don't want to be on a t-shirt.
Absolutely devastating for this family, for the thousands of fans that really enjoy Jizzle P's his music. Bottom line here, another family member also hit by that gunfire in critical condition right now. Motive and the gunman still under investigation by Detroit Homicide. We're live tonight. Sean Lay, Local 4 Defenders.
Okay. Sean, thanks.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it.
Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea and a drive.
"5 years since Tymisha Beauchamp was found alive in a funeral home."
And the case still has not gone to court, with the latest appeal coming just 3 days before trial. This is a story we've been following ever since, and I had the opportunity to hear from Tymisha's mother today. She tells me she's still waiting for her day in court so that her voice can be heard.
That's devastating to a family. Already to hear she's deceased. Prepare your mind mentally that you have to prepare a funeral initially, and then to hear someone say, no, your child is alive. So as a mother, I haven't grieved yet.
In what feels like an emotional roller coaster that she and her family can't get off of, Erica Lattimore has now been denied a third time to have her day in court over what happened to her daughter, Tymisha Beauchamp, 5 years ago, almost to the day.
They found Tymisha alive in a body bag at a funeral home. Her family had to receive a phone call on one of the most challenging days of their entire life, telling them that their little girl was alive, that she was alive when she was placed in that body bag. And it was the actions of the government's employees that got her there.
Erica's attorneys met with us inside Feiger Law offices to share the heartbreak over what they say has been 5 years of endless delays, appeals, and denials being used to keep this mother from having her day in court.
This was the order issued by the Oakland County Circuit Court 3 days before we were supposed to be in trial. 3 days before this family was finally supposed to have an opportunity to tell their story, finally have an opportunity to confront the government for what they did. Instead, because of laws here in Michigan that give the government, and only the government, chance after chance after chance to avoid accountability.
And this is the second time we've been up to the Court of Appeals on government immunity issues in this case. We're confident that we will prevail. Again, the problem is that it's just more delay. I don't know how long it'll take for the Court of Appeals, but I mean, we've probably got another year until we get this case back in line for trial.
Tymisha suffered from cerebral palsy, nonverbal, and was having trouble breathing when her family called 911 in August of 2020. After a medical crew tried to resuscitate her, they made a call, and a doctor pronounced her dead by phone, and she was taken to the morgue instead of the hospital, where she would be found eyes open and alive when the body bag was unzipped. She would eventually pass away almost 2 months later.
I had to be stronger for her two siblings. So all of my emotions and stuff, I kind of buried them because I want.
Several emotional pauses led to one clear answer for this heartbroken yet determined mother.
I'm not giving up. I'm going to go through the long haul, however long it take. She lived 20 years. If it take 20 more years for this to get heard in court, and God give me the breath, I'm there.
We did reach out to the city of Southfield attorney and still waiting for a response about this third appeal. Erica's attorneys say it could take up to another year while they go through the court process of appeals before another trial date. But Tymisha has an older brother and a twin brother who is autistic, and Erica says they are both having a hard time accepting what happened. You know, sleepless nights in her room. It's like they're still stuck in time because nothing has moved forward.
Just horrific. And once this appeals process is up, could this happen a fourth time?
While her attorneys tell me that they will go through trial first, and then at that point, if they want to appeal, depending on the outcome, it could happen again, but this should be the last time prior to a court date. We'll see what happens.
Just incredible. Okay, thank you.
How can my brand appear in AI search? How can I boost digital brand visibility? Introducing SEMrush One, uniting traditional SEO and AI search tools, all in one place. Measure and grow.
Also making headlines tonight, the bizarre disappearance of a pregnant Michigan woman taking another gruesome turn. Her body turns up in northern Michigan, but the status of her baby is unknown. Fox 2's Jessica Dupek is tracking this case that's getting coverage really across the country tonight. And Jess, for good reasons, where is this baby? Everyone's wondering.
Yeah, Rube, it's just an incredibly sad story at every turn. And who we're talking about is 22-year-old Rebecca Park. Her family says that she went missing about 3 weeks ago, and her body was found in a forest in northern Michigan in the Cadillac area last night. But the really tragic, even more tragic part of all of this is the location and condition of her baby is unknown at this time, and police are being incredibly quiet.
The young lady that was found resembles Rebecca Parks, a young lady that went missing on November 4th, and we are currently actively investigating that. That's a tragic time in our county, and hopefully this brings some closure to this awful incident.
So as we said, Rebecca's family confirms her body was found in the Manistee National Forest by searchers last night, not far from where she was last seen by her mother 21 days ago, 21 days earlier near Cadillac. That's up north, of course. Oddly, it's an area that had been searched before, but she was not there. Now in court a day later, her baby's father, Richard Fahler, and Rebecca's younger sister, Kimberly Park, they're facing charges unrelated to all of this. He's facing drug charges, and she's facing charges for tampering with evidence and lying to police. None of them charged with homicide. No one at this point, and that is likely to do with the fact that an autopsy hasn't been done. So we will continue to monitor that charging situation. I do understand that the victim's mother, she also had a polygraph test last night. Unclear the results of that polygraph. Now coming up on The Edge at 11, we'll take you inside the courtroom up in northern Michigan. For now, reporting live, Jessica Dupek, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, it seems like an unseemly question, but I do have to ask you, I assume that during the autopsy, they'll learn more about whether perhaps the baby was delivered or whether the baby wasn't.
That's absolutely right. And there's some pretty horrific speculation going on social media right now. Obviously, this case has caught a lot of eyes around the country. So I would caution as you go and Google search this case, proceed with caution.
Yeah, Jessica, we know you'll be on top of it. Jessica Dupek for us live tonight. Thank you.
When you're a first-time parent, you're filled with all types of emotion. You're nervous, excited, and you're full of hope and anticipation that comes with bringing a new life into the world. My wife and I, we actually spent months preparing, going through the whole nesting phase, folding tiny clothes, dreaming about the moment when you finally hear that little baby's first cry and you get to hold them in your arms for the very first time. And as for somebody that's not super emotional, it's a really magical moment. And for many, having a child is one of life's greatest milestones, something dreamed about since childhood, a moment that defines what love, purpose, and family truly mean. For most parents, childbirth is one of life's most powerful and emotional experiences. The moment pain turns to joy and fear transforms into awe. It's the culmination of months of love, sacrifice, and quiet prayers. It's the moment that defines unconditional love, the kind that only a parent can truly understand. Now, imagine that moment, the one you've dreamed about your entire life, turning into your worst nightmare. You go into labor full of excitement and nervousness, expecting to leave the hospital with your newborn, but instead, you leave empty-handed. The nursery you carefully prepared now stands silent. The cries you waited for never come, and the joy that was supposed to fill your home is replaced by grief and disbelief. For one Georgia couple, that unimaginable nightmare became their reality. What should have been the happiest day of their lives, the birth of their first child, turned horrific in an instant. Their baby was decapitated during delivery. At first, it sounded like a tragic medical accident, something rare, something unforeseeable, but soon, the truth began to unravel. This wasn't just a medical mishap. This was negligence, a tragedy that would later be ruled a homicide. Today, we're taking you behind the headlines of one of the most shocking and heartbreaking stories to come out of Georgia. A story of loss, accountability, and the unimaginable pain of parents who dream of holding their newborn turned into a nightmare. This episode contains graphic and emotional details that may be difficult for some listeners. Before we get into what happened inside that delivery room, let's just take a moment to talk about the couple at the center of this heartbreaking story. Jessica Ross and Travion Isaiah Taylor Sr. were expecting first-time parents, young, excited, and preparing to welcome their baby boy into the world. By all accounts, this was supposed to be one of the best days of their lives. Like so many expectant parents, they had spent months dreaming about their future as a family, setting up their nursery, picking out baby names, and imagining what life would look like with their son. They weren't celebrities or people used to being in the spotlight. They were an everyday Georgia couple, working hard, building a life together, and waiting for that moment they could finally hold their baby for the first time. Jessica worked as a hairstylist, while Travion Isaiah Taylor Sr. worked in the hospitality sector. There isn't much publicly known about the couple, but their Facebook profiles indicate they are both from Atlanta, Georgia, and are currently engaged to one another. Travion graduated from North Clayton High School in 2020, where he played football. Young in love and filled with excitement for this new chapter of their lives, they were eagerly preparing to welcome their first child. Jessica was only 20 years old when she was about to give birth to their son, Travion Isaiah Taylor Jr., named after his father. But instead of leaving the hospital with their newborn, Jessica and Travion were confronted with unimaginable heartbreak, the kind no parent should ever have to endure. Now, I do want to note that while there isn't much publicly available information about the overall course of Jessica Ross's pregnancy or whether her due date was typical, we do know that doctors had diagnosed her with diabetes about a year earlier, a condition that made her pregnancy high risk. Despite this, Jessica Ross said she attended all of her required prenatal appointments to ensure both her health and her baby's. What we do know is that her baby, Travion Isaiah Taylor Jr., was delivered at full term. When Jessica's water broke shortly after 8:30 p.m. on July 9th, 2023, her then boyfriend Travion rushed her to the emergency room at Southern Regional Medical Center in Riverdale, Georgia. Jessica immediately went into labor and her delivery began early the next morning, July 10th. For these first-time parents, it was meant to be an exciting, life-changing moment, a time filled with new experiences and the beginning of a brand new chapter. But tragically, that chapter would take a heartbreaking and unimaginable turn. Giving birth is a scary experience for anyone, but especially for first-time parents. You can prepare as much as you want, read every book, and attend every class, but you can't fully anticipate the pain, the uncertainty, or the intensity of labor. You hope and trust that the doctors and nurses guiding you through the process know exactly what they're doing, that they'll keep you safe and help bring your child into the world. For Jessica and Travion, that trust was shattered. What should have been a moment of joy, hope, and new beginnings turned into a nightmare no parent could have ever imagined. Before I continue, I want to issue another trigger warning. In the following segment, I will describe childbirth and infant death, which may be traumatic or triggering to some viewers. At first, everything seemed normal. Jessica Ross, like many first-time mothers, was ready to bring her child into the world. But sometime during the delivery, something went terribly wrong. The baby, Travion Isaiah Taylor Jr., became stuck in the birth canal, a rare but serious emergency known as shoulder dystocia, where the baby's shoulder gets lodged behind the mother's pelvic bone. Once their baby's shoulders got caught in the vaginal canal, he stopped moving, making it hard for Jessica and the hospital staff to get him out. For hours, Jessica pushed, trying to deliver her baby, while medical staff worked to resolve the emergency. In these situations, there are supposed to be specific steps that healthcare providers are trained to take, applying pressure in certain ways, calling for extra support, and acting quickly to prevent harm to both the mother and child. Unfortunately, according to reports, these steps were not taken properly, and the delivery turned fatal. When Dr. Tracy St. Julian arrived, the family's obstetrician, she initially tried to deliver the baby naturally rather than through a C-section. But what we would later find out was that the bones in the baby's skull, face, and neck were all broken as the doctor tugged on him too hard to try to get him out. After 3 hours of a difficult vaginal delivery and no luck in getting her son out, Jessica was moved to an operating room for a cesarean section. Tragically, by this point, her baby's body had already suffered catastrophic injuries due to excessive force applied during the attempt.
Aggie with the wrench, what's going on? Thanks for pulling up on your girl. I hope you're having the smoothest, the coolest, and the truest Tuesday that you ever did have, you know? And everybody, if you get a second, go subscribe to my girl, Aggie with the wrench. Her channel, I dropped it. It's at the top of the chat. Go show some love and support. That's what it's all about, you know? What do y'all think about the baby getting zipped up in the bag? What are y'all's thoughts? Let's take a little time out and engage if we're going to engage. If not, I'll keep rolling for a minute. What do y'all think about that? Shout out to Miss Lattimore. I can't imagine, man. Shout out to Sanika Mays, Aaron May's mom. Justice for your babies. Shout out to Gavin's mom. Justice for Gavin. Justice for Tamisha Beauchamp. Justice for Kevin B. Let's see. Justice for Julius. And all of them, you guys, are still open. No justice. Fuck. Nobody. All right. Moving along.
Riverside helps with the entire process of making a podcast, from recording to edit and even generating clips automatically from your podcast to share on socials. Thanks to local recording with Riverside means you and your guests get stable, high-quality recordings which still hold up even when someone experiences dropouts in connection. Your entire show gets transcribed into text once you're done with a take, which lets you edit your show by simply editing the text. With a single click, you can add captions, clean up your audio, refine your content, or generate a whole episode using Magic Episode. You can even ask the co-creator AI to generate short-form clips highlighting a specific topic, or come up with a thumbnail for your show. Whether it's making podcasting less work or making it in time for that short turnaround, Riverside's the perfect tool to help you out. Create your podcast with Riverside.
I had a crazy idea. We were surprised that no one had done it before.
Success doesn't follow a formula, and neither do you.
We begin tonight with the children of a salt truck driver calling for justice after he was gunned down while doing his job.
And we've learned that the person accused of pulling the trigger is a relative.
Welcome to 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. Thank you for joining us. Police say Antonio Craig was shot multiple times on Saturday while salting a neighborhood road in Pontiac.
Now, the relative accused of killing him was arrested just hours later, only a few miles away in a restaurant parking lot in Waterford Township.
7 News Detroit reporter Randy Wimbley spoke to Craig's children and has their message for the person responsible.
It was the worst feeling ever. And it just keeps replaying back in my head.
Ashley Craig and their brother Antonio are still in a daze. The Oakland County Sheriff's Office says their father, Antonio Craig Sr., was gunned down while outside an apartment complex in Pontiac Saturday evening. Carol Cooper has called it home for nearly 30 years.
We were all scared and shook up. Just didn't believe it. We couldn't believe it that happened. And the guy, he was a really good guy, too.
My dad did everything in his power to make sure that we was good. We have 2 siblings that's not even his kids, and he raised them since they was a baby,
Antonio Craig Jr. says he felt in his gut that something was horribly wrong the day his father was murdered.
I was calling his phone for hours, and my dad, never not answer his phone. And if he do, it's he called and text you right back.
And their fears were confirmed when Ashley saw their father's work truck here on Karen Court near Hopkins Avenue in a Facebook live stream. She rushed here to the scene only to find her father's body on the ground outside of that truck.
It was like my heart caved in. I couldn't breathe. Like my world was just spinning. And I just kept on asking, can I hold him? Can I just hold him?
Oakland County Sheriff deputies took the suspect into custody in the parking lot of a Waterford Township restaurant Saturday night. We are not sharing his name because he is yet to be formally charged. We're told the suspect is a relative.
What would you say to that person?
Why? Why? Why?
When you didn't do
nothing but love you.
Ashley and Antonio Jr. say their father was the rock of their family, modeled a strong work ethic, and met every need they had. Ashley says he was the one to build her up when she hit her lowest point.
It's always there to comfort, letting you know it's going to be okay. This is not the end of it. This not the guy always got the last say, so you get up and you be stronger. You move forward.
The Craigs are now left to chart their course without him and say the only way forward is together.
We just gotta stay whole for my daddy, because I know that's all he wants.
And that suspect is being held in the Oakland County Jail. He's expected to be formally charged on Tuesday. In Pontiac, I'm Randy Wimbley, 7 News Detroit.
All right, Randy, our thoughts and prayers certainly go out to that family.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it.
Y'all, what in the hell? So I just kind of wanted to show how much unjust there is, and it does exist. It's a real thing. Prayers for all the babies, justice for all these victims, justice for prayers for the family, but most importantly, justice for these children. Even 25, that's young. That's crazy. Well, you guys, I'm gonna, probably end it there. I gotta get up early, and I was starting to doze off. I'm not gonna cap on the live, so sorry for the longer commercials. I'm just keeping it a being buck with you. But you know how I like to end it. Winnie the Pooh, good old Christopher the Robin, Winnie the Poohski, you know. You're smarter than you think. You're braver than you believe. And you're stronger than you seem, you know. I always feel that one in my soul. Every time. Not one time. Every time. And before we do right up out of here, let's just drop some blue hearts for the boys. Let's drop pink heart, whatever color for Tamisha. And all the parents, let's drop some hearts for the justice, for the babies and the parents and the families. Drop some hearts for your girl before we get up out of here. Again, I want y'all to be real smooth with it, real cool with it, and 100% real true with it. And please, please, please drop the hearts. Justice for these babies. Justice for these mothers. Justice for the men and boys that didn't deserve to be taken out too soon. So please, before you do leave up out of here, drop the heart, whatever color you want. Justice for the unjust. And please tap that like button for your girl. I'll be back. Until then, y'all be smooth now. I'm gonna leave the chat running for a minute for them hearts. Let's get to dropping them, you know, for the unjust. Justice for the unjust, you know? It's all love, y'all.
A lot of cities there.
You're gonna have a dream. Might as well dream big, right?
Right.
Yeah. Gonna have, baby. It's gonna hit you. Hey, no doubt. You gotta dream big. Dream big. Dream big. Don't say what you could've dream big. Do what you say you're gonna do. Dream big. Don't hold back. You got one shot. Dream big. Take the light and show 'em what you got. Dream big. One life to live it to the fullest. Dream big. Keep your motivation to make it to the top. Dream big. Fuck the haters. Fuck the bullshit. Dream big. Cause it is what it is. Let's ride with this. Dream big. Let me fire up this blunt and take a moment. Think about what I'm doing, where I'm going. Am I satisfied with my life so far? I'd have to say yes, I'm not saying it wasn't hard. But I've been blessed, I must confess that I'm living my dream. Money, $1 million condos and shows. Fashion model hoes that blow your dick in the back to keep your nose froze. VIPs, limos on the go. Forget the past, I don't know the future, yo. I stay in the moment. You can get it if you want it, so jump on that plane and take flight. Take aim, put it in your sights. Have to fight to get what you like. Cause you only got one ride. You don't wanna look back and say what you could've did. You wanna know you did. So dream big. Dream big. Don't say what you could've dream big. Do what you say you're gonna do. Dream big. Don't hold back. You got one shot. Dream big. Take the light and show 'em what you got. Dream big. One life to live it to the fullest. Dream big. Keep your motivation to make it to the top. Dream big. Like the haters. Fuck the bullshit. Dream big. Cause it is what it is. Let's ride with this. Dream big. I dream big to compensate for my nightmares. I dream as if what I wish I had was right here. The weed is is just to paralyze the stress I have. And yes, I have a lot of that, I'm not suggesting that I abuse Mary Jane or I'm addicted. But look at all the pain that my life has inflicted. So if I didn't smoke, there's no telling what I do. I'd probably end up locked up for a month or two, or they may take my life. Sometimes I hate my life, so when I'm depressed I blaze a blunt and then I write. I'd give my life just for 16 bars and pour my heart out rather than to live with these scars. So I don't live for the day, I live for the moment. And though my eyes stay low, I am focused. My dreams are so big and far from reality that I will defy greater odds than gravity.